Dear teachers, extremely happy to welcome you all to my channel, Learn with Professor Evelyn Brinda. Today, I'm going to post a video to you on how to use Google Classroom. Many institutions are now teaching using the online platform. The first important thing before even starting to teach is we have to choose a learning management system. Learning management system is a system which manages all the interactions that happens between a teacher and a student, and also it is a platform which helps you to share documents with your students, ask them to submit their assignments and all that. So it's very, very important that we should choose an appropriate learning management system. One of the learning management system that is used across the globe, okay, especially institutions that are G Suite, that is, if your institution has got a Gmail account for all the employees and the students, the best option would be to go for a Google Classroom as the learning management system. So if you do not have a Google Classroom as a learning management system, and if you do not know how to use it, this video would be very, very useful. So let me just narrate to you how to use a Google Classroom for teaching and sharing content with your students. So all you have to do is you should have possessed a Gmail account. Okay, so this page that you see here is I have gone into my Gmail account, and all you can see is Gmail account is free to create. So if you do not have one, you can create one Gmail account, and everything else comes free of cost to you. So in the Gmail account, when you just open the Gmail account, you will have these 9 dots on the top right corner. So when you just click this 9 dots on the top right corner, all the Google products would be appearing. You can see I have signed into my account. So that is why my photograph is coming up. And all these are the Google products that comes up handy. Okay. And what you can do is when you just scroll down, you will see something called as a classroom here. This is the Google Classroom that I'm going to talk to you about in this video. So just click this Google Classroom, and you can see it comes with all features inbuilt, very easy to use for teachers. Even if you are not used with much of technology also, you can very well easily use this platform to share content with your students. So now coming to the the Google Classroom application. Here, first of all, let me show you how to create from scratch a new Google Classroom. Okay, so what you see here is all the classrooms that I'm handling right now in my institution. But if you are using it for the first time, this page will be empty. Okay, this page will not appear here. Nothing will be there, no icons, nothing will appear here in this page, and this page will be empty. Since I have, used many classrooms, you're getting these colors here. If you are a first time user, all you have to do is click this plus button here on the top. Okay. When you click the plus button here, it gives you two options. One, you can create a class. Number two, you can join a class. What is the difference is when you create a class, you should be a teacher, okay, for creating a class, or you should be an instructor. If you're a student and you want to join a class that has already been created by your teacher, then you can click on join class. Okay. So all you have to do is just click on the create class, and then it'll ask you for the name, okay, the section, the subject that you're teaching. In case you have different rooms, you can just create all that and then give create. Okay. So when you create, this is an example of a class that I have created. So just open, click that and open. You can see that, you have these, this page opens. So here in this Google Classroom, there are majorly 4 tabs available. First tab is called Stream tab. The second tab is called the Classwork tab. The third tab is called the People tab. And the fourth tab is called the Grades tab. So coming to the first tab, Stream tab, this is very, very similar to your WhatsApp group. Okay. So what do you do in WhatsApp group? You put, suppose especially you want to create a group of people, what you do, you add all the people, you create a group. You can give an icon for that group, you can give a name, okay, and you can share a link so that people can join in the group and all that. So similarly here, you have something called the class code. Okay, so it is a 7-digit code. All you have to do is either copy this code and give it to them in the WhatsApp, or you can even copy a link and share it with your students through WhatsApp or mail or whatever. So students, when they have to join your class, instead of create class, what I showed you in the previous slide, right? They have to go to join class. So when you go to join class here, when you go back and see join class here, it will ask you for the code. Okay, so all you have to do is type in the 7-digit code, and then the students can join into your class. Okay, so when you go for join class, 1 minute, let me just show you what happens. So here, if you're a student, just click here, give join class, and then it'll ask you for the 7-digit code. Just type this code, and then you will be able to join into the class. Okay, so this is about starting a class and the student joining a class. Now, let me just explain to you the various other features. The first tab, as I told you, is a stream tab. This is equivalent to your any chatting option, like your WhatsApp or whatever. So here you have announcements to be made. In case I want to make an announcement to my students, just click this, and I can choose whether I need to make an announcement to all students, or if I have a list, the list will appear. So I can choose 1 or 2 students also, and I can make an announcement, okay, which is not there in WhatsApp actually. And I can type out the announcement here. Say, for example, tomorrow is a test or something like that. I can format the announcement, and the best part is I can even attach something as an announcement. I can attach it from my Google Drive. I can attach it from my computer, desktop, or hard disk. I can attach a link, okay, or I can even attach a YouTube video. Once I'm done with this, I can just type out something. Okay, see, when I type out something, my post button becomes enabled. So here there are 2 options. Either if I click the post, immediately it will be posted to the students then and there, or I can schedule it also. Schedule it means if I schedule it, I can choose date and time. Suppose I want to give the announcement tomorrow, but I have a chance of forgetting it. So I will say August 12th, 8 o'clock, the announcement will be made to the students. So I can schedule it. Okay, so automatically August 12th, 8 o'clock, the announcement will go to the students, even if you forget it also. Okay, so I can attach a PPT, I can attach a video, a slide, a content from the desktop, whatever I want, I can do it. So this is about the stream window of your Google, Google Classroom. Okay, so hope this was clear to you. The next one is the Google Classwork, which I will be explaining in the upcoming video. That is part 2, Google Classroom part 2. I will explain to you the classwork content, how it can be used, and what does this tab actually mean, and all the features. There are many things to explain. So I shall explain to you in the next coming video. So please watch the next video to understand more about the classwork tab in Google Classroom. Dear subscribers, thank you for watching this video. You're all supporting me to a great extent. And if you have liked this video, please click the like button, share, and also subscribe if you are watching this video for the first time. Thank you very much for all your support that has helped me to make such great videos. Thank you.